In this video, we're going to show you how to get started with Adobe Express. The nice thing about Adobe Express is that it is free for everyone to use, and it is really easy to create videos and graphics for any purpose that you need. So first of all, you can go to Google and Google Adobe Express, or if you've downloaded the app Adobe Express, you can go that way. But Adobe Express works best in Google Chrome. And so when you click on it, you're going to sign in. And in the case of us, we will use our school accounts. Or if you are using Google, you could also click with Continue with Google. And then you're going to log in. And the way it looks is very similar to other graphic design programs, where your launch page or your start page will show you all of your recent designs down there. So if it's not there, it's because you haven't created anything yet. And so we're going to go on Adobe Express here. And on the left side is all of your get started tools. On the bottom here is all the designs that you have created more recently. Again, if you haven't started yet, then this won't show up. And as you scroll through, there are lots of templates that you can start with. And so the nice thing is these quick actions will let you do whatever you need to do. But most of the time, we're going to start with from scratch. So when you scroll up and down and hit the plus sign in the upper left corner, you can just hit create with custom size. Square size would be your social medias. Landscape would fit more of your television screens. Portrait would be vertical. And all these will just be your quick start, get started actions. So we're going to go with custom size for today. And we'll just make it a square size. So it really doesn't matter pixels, but the bigger you make it, the higher the resolution. So I'm just going to dummy it down to 200 by 200. And when you hit create, it will launch it for you. And on the screen, you will see your canvas, as I call it, your blank page. And on the left here is going to be all of your options to get started quickly. So if you hit templates and you search for, in this case, let's say we're trying to do a logo design, and you hit that, then it will show you some templates that are already started that you can quickly go through if you wanted to. But we're going to close that out for now. Other things on here on this left tab that to get started, the T for text is how you would add your text. If you want to upload music, pictures, videos to add to it, then that would be under media. And elements would be your copyright-free clip art that comes from Adobe stock. And those are the ones that we will use the most. But let's just start with the background. So when you click on it first, you can pick a theme. So if you click theme, it will show you complementary colors. So if you wanted to do this, then that would be your background color, and then your fonts and all that other stuff will show up as these other complementary colors. So these would be all of the palettes that show you multiple colors that work well together if you don't really want to have to think it through. But in this case, we're going to just start from scratch. So when you click on it, you can then click on background color and instead pick your own color. So the eyedropper would let you pick a color from an existing file. Custom would let you then just go right into and pick your exact hue or shade. These are your hex codes. So if you know exactly what color you want, you could search for a hex code and then just type that in and it would automatically load. So this color here, this is the hex code for that. So I'm just going to pick white, black for now. And then T for text, add your text, and you obviously want to make sure that your color is contrast to your background. Over here under text are all of the controls for your text. So changing the font is here, changing the whether making it bold or italicized if you wanted to. Font size is here. So for today, I'm just going to type in practice. A thing that I always say that's nice is to add an outline to make it stand out from the background. I'm just going to type practice text. So when you highlight it, then there are a lot more options here that you should know how to do. So over here is your alignment. So right now it's aligned left. You can align center, align right, I'm going to just do it center. Important to know is text spacing. So lines, that is called letting. So then you can move your lines closer together. Letter spacing, to space them out just a bit. And then under effects, you can add your outline or do generate creative fonts. Make sure you've highlighted everything. So I'm going to do a glow effect. My favorite is outline or lift. Down here, these are shapes. So if you wanted to add a background to it, you could. Animation would be if you're doing this for video, but we're not in this case. And so other options too is you can make an arc effect if you wanted to, or have your text flow around a box. Position is where you're putting it in that text box. So if you wanted it to the text box to be at the top of your graphic, or in the middle, or at the bottom, or at the right, that would be how you can change your alignment on there. So I'm just going to center it there. Then elements is your clip art. So you would search for what you want. And the nice thing, again, these are copyright free. So you know that these are okay to use in a graphic or a design. And sometimes if you click on it, it will let you change the colors of the element that you've picked. And once you are done, then, and we're going to, I put the alignment on this one. So let me fix position on that. To change the alignment, I want it up there. If you wanted to adjust its spacing manually, if you move things around here, then you will see a purple line show up, and it'll tell you when it's centered exactly. So that makes it a lot easier. When you are all done, what else do I want to show you? I'm sorry. Let's go to brand. So if you have a brand, you would have that here. So sometimes I would load all of the designs for our school, for instance, or our logos into here, and that would be called a brand. So then that makes it easier, instead of Googling it and copying and paste, to put it all into one. So let me just center a little bit better here. And then anything else we wanted to change on that. The undo button's over here at the top. So anything that you've done that you don't like, you can switch that. But once we're done, then we're going to download it in order to save it outside of the app. So a PNG will make your background transparent. If you wanted to print a full-size image, blow it up for a poster, then you'd want to do PDF print. If you're just putting it somewhere on a t-shirt design or on a poster, you would either use PNG or JPEG. And once you do that, it'll download to your computer or to your iPad. And then that is there complete. The nice thing about Adobe Express, when you click back, it will save automatically so long as you're in Wi-Fi or have data. And then down here, it will show up and you can still edit it or change it. So that is a quick tutorial on how to get started on Adobe Express.